Let's talk Brightburn and what went wrong. Brightburn is a superhero horror movie about 12-year-old Brandon Breyer, aka one of the Multiverse's evil supermen if you ask me.
Your team of killers. Now guess what?
Basically, Superman's whole origin story about his beginnings on Earth are almost an exact duplicate of what you're getting from Brightburn. First off, you have a family living in Brightburn, Kansas, on a farm with a couple who is having trouble having a baby of their own, so coincidentally, a spaceship lands in their backyard containing a human resembled a baby boy.
Aww, so cute!
Wanting to hide the truth about Brandon, I guess until he was old enough to understand, his parents hid the ship in the barn. But after a few years, Brandon begins to discover his powers after his ship starts communicating with him in his sleep, which causes him to start acting a little strange.
Brandon!
Now, even before Brandon showed any signs of superpowers or any dark motives, his parents were already worried about the chances of him having a normal life. He's the subject of bullying.
They make them feed their babies things like beetle larvae and maggots.
Bro, why are you always talking about maggots? Must be one.
Anxiety, and a deep feeling of feeling like he doesn't belong.
Brandon, you don't think of your mom and dad as your real parents?
I do, I just know I'm something else. Something superior.
Hold up. Oh, I'm about to remix that bitch. And a deep feeling of feeling like, baby, we just don't belong. And a deep, deep feeling of feeling like we don't belong. Oh, what are we talking about? I can't sing to me head normally. And a deep, how I be switching it. And a deep, deep. My bad, bro, but I'm too fine with it. All right. But all seriousness, when you're the subject of bullying, anxiety, now that's a lot to take in at that age. But when you have a spaceship sending you telepathic messages to take the world, then there may be a little more reason why one may fall into villainy instead of just blaming it on bad parenting. And that's my point. Could Brandon's choice to become good or evil been different if his parents tried? Don't say it. Now, Brightburn's different because it seems Brandon is just evil. There isn't really a tragic event that causes him to act this way. It did not matter how great these two's parentings were. He's evil just because that's the way it seems he is. And that's why we gotta get into Let's Talk. What makes Brandon evil? Now, I have three different theories. One, it's the spaceship. Two, it's because his parents tried to off. Three, just because he's just a bad little kid who has the choice to go between good and evil, who chooses to go bad just because he had a couple of little situations in the short lifespan he lived, which all kind of circle back to number two. Was it bad parenting?
You will always be my baby boy. Brandon, I'm sorry. Oh, Brandon.
Now, at one point in the movie, Brandon seems to already be going through depression, anxiety, being bullied, and having a crush. And that's kind of bad because at another point in the movie, his dad gives him advice and encourages him to give in to his urges from time to time, which I feel is the breaking point. Because immediately, This young man took it up on himself to go straight by his crush's house that night. She sees him, freaks out. They go to school the next day. They at gym. Somehow he fell. She's terrified and is completely frightened because you literally had this superpowered 12-year-old classmate that you recognize floating outside your window at 2 o'clock in the morning, laying in the middle of the circle of y'all, while you got your gym teacher, not knowing the situation between the two, asking the little girl to help Brandon up. She said no, so then the gym teacher got the nerve to threaten this girl with grades and makes the little girl feel like she's forced to help him up. Brandon feeling completely played because the girl he likes is treating him like, boy, decides to break the little girl's hand, and it starts from them. He tries to get at the little girl's mom because she done got him in trouble for hurting her daughter, then goes for his aunt because she's the school counselor and starts getting all in his business. So he decides to visit her at her house, letting her know that snitches get stitches, and then proceeds to kill the uncle because he was gonna do the same thing. Within this time frame, Brandon's been coming home being disrespectful to his pops. His parents already assume that it's him for the reason the chicken cage been messed up. And after the incident with the uncle, Brandon's dad just comes to conclusions that it's been him. So at this point, the dad gets angry, decides to take Brandon hunting and try to secretly shoot him in the back of the head. But Brandon, having bulletproof immunity, turns around and, long story short, they ain't really show the daddy anymore after he got heat beamed in his eyes for the rest of the movie. So, imagine as you please. And the best part of the movie is the scene between him and his mom, which I really don't want to spoil, so y'all gotta go check out the movie. But basically, Brandon been wilding out and took out some police in front of his mama, right? So she know he a murderer. So then boom, he went to going crazy, messing up the whole house, flying in and out the house, breaking the walls and everything. So she know he crazy. So she tried to take him to the barn and got this little knife that like she broke from the ship because that seemed to be the only thing penetrable to him. And it wound up trying to stab her son. Boom. So look, the cockback for the wind up for the stab her son was so slow, you heard me? Oh my God. He catch the attack. He left her up in the air. Like 300, 400, 500, I don't know how many ever feet in the air. He just drop her. They have a couple of different Easter eggs in this movie that'll make you believe that they have a part 2 coming out that you'll have to go watch to find out. If you haven't seen the movie, it's a watch. And if you have seen the movie, let me know in the comment section below why you believe Brandon's bad. Is it 1, because of that spaceship talking to him and basically looking like it's possessing him and getting all in the little brain molecules to make him do evil things? 2, bad parenting because they really did not talk about any of Brandon's problems throughout the movie. Like, they ain't talk about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they wasn't doing nothing bad to him, but they wasn't seeing how his day was, if he had, what his problems was that he was going through. And maybe if they just talked to him a little bit, like after the incident with the little girl, they didn't have no conversation with Brandon about that. After the dad assumed like he was the one who messed up the chicken cage, they never brought it up to the little guy. They never brought it up to the kid. Like, they show love to him, and he know his mama and his daddy loved him. Well, he did know before they tried to kill him at the end of the movie, but they never had no conversations, which is not helping him in no way, shape, or form. And they did try to kind of kill him at the end of the movie. So, Or do you think it's 3? Brandon's just bad because he had such a hard life and he feels alone. And people hasn't treated him fairly. I mean, y'all let me know y'all opinions in the comments section below. My personal opinion, I blame the parents. I'm not gonna lie. Because they had a couple of scenes where Brandon even said around the end, "Mom, I don't want to be dad anymore." And then she tried to kill him. His aunt, who is also his school counselor, asked him to open up about what's going on in his head. He opens up and she threatens to tell everybody, the police and the parents.
Brandon, part of my job is to update the school and to update your mom on your progress.
His dad, well, after that restaurant scene when Brandon completely caught a temper tantrum when his daddy told him let's go.
He's still just a kid.
I'm 12 years old.
I know. Exactly. You were still a child.
Give it to me.
I'm sorry, what'd you just say to me?
I said, give it to me.
I ain't even gonna lie, for the rest of the movie, it didn't even look like his daddy was really even trying to mess with him no more. Like, he like, man, look, look, oh yeah, you could go, you could get out this house, boy. You was adopted, boy. Like, you wasn't even adopted. We got you out the forest. We took you into our homes. How dare you disrespect me like this in this restaurant? Like, I don't take care of my kids. Like, how dare you? His daddy was not. His daddy looked like he just wasn't even in the mix with that boy after that scene. So, I do feel like that spaceship did kind of possess him and make him a little bit evil, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure his will would be strong enough. Like, if his parents would talk to him a little bit more, or had conversations to just, like, you know what I'm saying, try to figure out what's going on with him, they might have been able to save him instead of trying to kill him for the third time. But gotta make my point across. If you like this feature multiverse villain, go to my channel and subscribe to Fsr Hero, aka F Straight Rider. Leave a like, it's only right, and keep the fire in your eyes.